Welcome to the Purple Elephant Show. I am your host, KC Phoenix. This is my third and final Purple Elephant Show episode of the day. I will do my morning political thought. I'll record that today as well, which of course it will be for Labor Day, but I plan to upload it today. So I guess you're sort of getting four episodes in a way, but the morning political thought is a supplement to the Purple Elephant Show, which is a weekend show. Just so you know. This, oh yeah, housekeeping. ThePurpleElephantShow.com, main podcasting platform. I'll cover everything else at the end. When it comes to the election, if you've been following my show, if you've been listening to my podcast or watching the show, you already know about my premonition. That I'm not worried about the presidential election. I'm not worried about that. And so far, for all of those people who are wondering that have been listening to the episodes on the podcast or following the show, everything that has happened thus far has been happening according to my premonition. I still will not tell you what the end result will be, in the sense of which the premonition is that President Trump will win. But he will win, according to my premonition, he's going to win for a reason that other people will not see, including him. It's not going to be for the reason that people think he's going to win, if everything continues to go according to my premonition. And so far, it has been going as I've seen things. So it's been hilarious to watch, to say the least. However, when it comes to all of the other races, which I have not had any premonitions about or anything like that, those are the ones I'm worried about. Those are the ones that I give the side eye to. In the 2018 elections that happened across the United States, I don't care what anyone says. I do not believe that all the people who won really won. I don't believe it. And that's only half of the reason that I worry a little bit. The other half of the reason I worry a little bit is because of, for those who may have heard my morning political thought, it was a story about how someone votes. And it was about the San Francisco person. It was a caller that called in to Rush Limbaugh, and he explained the situation and things like that. I believe that some people may not go red down ballot. I believe that some people who are new converts, I guess you could say, will do red President Trump at the top of the ballot, but still continue with their old ways down ballot, regardless of the results that have been produced by voting blue all the time. I'll give you an example. Kimberly Klacik. She is picking up a lot of steam, and I'm so happy for her. The only problem is that she has that R by her name. And people, I don't want to say brainwashed, because brainwashed has a negative connotation to it. People are, what's the words I'm looking for here? Universe, can I have some backup, please? Okay, people are so set in their ways, for lack of a better term. People are so set in their ways that they will not be able to bring themselves to just go straight red down ballot. That is what I believe could possibly be the case. So it's half and half. Half is cheating. Nefarious stuff will happen, like it did in 2018. I'm just going to call a spade a spade. It is what it is. I believe people cheated in 2018. I don't. Now, some people, they were preaching this, oh, well, when I get to Washington, I'm going to work with the president and all this other stuff. And then, there were those who were, had to catch myself, there were those who were willing to believe them. Even though I knew, and a few other people probably knew, they are lying as usual. All it is lip service. That's what politicians do. I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do that. Then when they get elected, 180. And I knew that was going to happen. And sure enough, when some of those people got to office, what did they do? They voted to impeach the president instead of focusing on what? Healthcare, like they said they would. But for half of it, I believe there will be cheating afoot, obviously, in California. Over 1 million people were on the voter rolls that shouldn't have been on there. Judicial Watch had to sue to bring that to light. And you can go to Judicial Watch's webpage and research that. There were 1 million people on the voter rolls that shouldn't have been on there. And that was brought to light through Judicial Watch. That is a fact. So when people tell you, oh, there's no such thing as people voting illegally or, mail-in issues with mail-in ballots and this and that and election fraud and everything else, all I can do is roll my eyes. It's out there. It's out there. And definitely in the state of California, which ballot harvesting, that should be outlawed. But California will eventually be its own destruction, whether they realize it or not, which that will be interesting to watch while I'm here in Los Angeles. But I digress. The other half will be people who are converts who are like, you know what? I trust President Trump with the economy, but I don't trust Republicans in Congress. So I'm going to still continue to vote Democrat. That's what I feel the other half is. And that's what, like I said, I'm not worried about the presidential election. I'm not worried about it. I could leave tomorrow, but hold on, let me knock on some wood. I hope to stay here another 100 years or 100 more years. But I could leave tomorrow not worrying about the presidential election at all. Not worried. That doesn't mean that you stay home. Make sure you vote, like the president said. If you receive a mail-in ballot, send in your mail-in ballot first. Go to your voting station, see if they received it. If they did not receive it, or if they don't have it on file, ask to cast a provisional ballot. A provisional ballot is for people who their eligibility to vote is in question. Because obviously your eligibility to vote is in question because you've already voted. And that's why I did my morning political thought not too long ago. President Trump is not asking people to vote twice. That is not correct. If you receive a mail-in ballot, send that off first. On election day, go to the polls, to your election location. See if your mail-in ballot has been received, if it's on file. If it's not on file, ask to cast a provisional ballot, which is a vote, a provisional ballot. The provisional ballot is specifically for people whose voting eligibility is in question. That is to guarantee that your vote, or well, I won't say guarantees because nothing in life is guaranteed, but that will increase your chances that your vote is counted. Just because I'm telling you I'm not worried about the presidential election doesn't mean that you need to stay home and remain complacent. If you're not registered to vote, please register to vote. Please don't say, oh, well, it doesn't matter who wins, the country's going to go to garbage. It doesn't, and honestly, I don't care who you vote for. I'm not a far fringe whoever on any side. I just want you to vote. It's your right. It's like saying, I don't know if anybody has T-Mobile. I have T-Mobile. On T-Mobile Tuesdays, if T-Mobile is having a contest, sometimes they do giveaways of stuff that I don't even care about. One time they did a giveaway of a trip to something that I didn't care. It was when the sports were happening and stuff. And I'm like, I don't even watch sports that much. I'm not a sports person. But I'll enter it. Why not? I have the option. I'm a T-Mobile customer. It's T-Mobile Tuesday. They're offering me the chance to enter and win. So why not take part in it? Because I have a right as a T-Mobile customer. I say the same thing to you as an American citizen. As an American citizen, you have a right to vote. It doesn't cost you anything. It comes with your citizenship. Why not use it? So if you vote for the president, if you vote for Joe Biden, if you vote for somebody in the Green Party, if you vote independent, if you vote for a different party, because I don't know the other ones off the top of my head, whatever party you vote for, it's your right as an American citizen to vote. It comes with your citizenship. So why not use it? I don't care who you vote for. But my thing is don't be complacent for those who support the president. And if you're listening to this or watching this, where I'm saying I'm not worried about the presidential election, and you're like, oh, well, I'm not going to vote. No, vote. Make sure you do that. And that's my thing. Be engaged. Be part of the process. But when it comes to the rest of the stuff down ballot, that is what has me on edge a little bit. Because we do not need any more drama. I'll say, let me be more specific. I'm going to add some specificity to this. We don't need any more congressional drama of impeachments and things like that. Even though I mentioned it in one of my morning political thoughts, I believe that I do believe President Trump will be impeached during his second term again, but that's another story. It's just for those people who, on one side, we have cheaters. On the other side, we have people who are willing to vote for the president, but they're not willing to go red all the way down. And that's the thing that worries me a little bit. So I'm curious how that will play out. Presidential election, not worried about it. The other stuff, I'm going to be on pins and needles. I'll be honest, I will be on pins and needles. with the other with the congressional races for the Senate and the House. So we'll see how that shakes out. I hope that people will at least, like in Baltimore, just give Kimberly Klacik a chance. You've been voting Democrat for 40 years. And your city is run down. Just give her a chance. That's all I say. Just give it a chance. What do you have to lose? Could it get any worse? And that's the same thing with some of these other cities run by people. Could it really get any worse? Chicago. Could it get any worse with the current mayor that you have? So, if you're on the fence, if you're one of those people and you're like, hey, I can vote for the president, but I don't know if I can go red all the way down. Why not? Just give it a chance. If your city is in disarray or if your state is in disarray, like in California, why not? Why not just give it a chance? See what happens. You might be pleasantly surprised. You might win a trip to a baseball game. Which I haven't won anything entering these contests in T-Mobile, but I'm going to keep on entering because it's my right as a T-Mobile customer. All right. That's all I have. Thank you for watching and listening. ThePurpleElephantShow.com for the main podcasting platform. The Purple Elephant Show on Parler so we can parlay. The Purple Elephant Show on Instagram. Facebook.com/The Purple Elephant Show. Like and subscribe on there and you'll be able to follow. The Purple Elephant Show on YouTube. If you click the subscribe button followed by the notification bell, you will know when I upload new videos. Same thing on Daily Motion. Twitter @RealTPES. And again, thank you to everyone who have been liking on Instagram and on YouTube and on Twitter and who have been listening to the podcast and watching the videos. I appreciate you more than you know. Be blessed.